Mr. Josh Gad, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good, man. Welcome to Miami.
Thank you. It's good to be back home.
It's good to be home. I was gonna say you're from South Florida.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Hollywood.
I'm pretty sure sequels are tough, but you guys got it, man. The fans are gonna love this movie. It was so good. Soundtrack amazing. Then there's a point. I feel like the soundtrack is such a big deal for the first one too. You know?
It really is, and I think what's so wonderful about this challenge is that everybody approached it from the inside out. Nobody tried to replicate the original Frozen. They tried to create something that was additive, that made the first movie that much richer, but stood on its own 2 feet.
I really like this song with Olaf and Anna talking about growing up, because I feel like the fans have grown up too, like, you know what I mean? Like the ones that were 6, 7 years old watching the first one, now they're like 12, 13, you know, so they're gonna probably identify a lot with this song.
Yeah, some things never change. It's such a great song, and it's such a great reflection of this idea that, you know, we wish we could do a snapshot in time. You know, I look at my kids and I'm like, I wish they wouldn't grow up. I love them at this age, and it all feels so fleeting. And that's what this movie is about. It's about change. It's about the nature of change and how we deal with it.
Once stood an enchanted forest.
You've seen an enchanted forest?
Yes, it was a magical place, but something went wrong. Since then, no one can get in or out.
There's so much detail into like even the clothing, like, you know what I mean? And you can like really appreciate it on screen. When you see the girls' dresses, everything, it's like, I was really amazed. And obviously Disney always like surprises me, but I feel like there was a lot of thought into everything. You know, even like the little pros on Elsa, you know what I mean? Like,
the animators are the unsung heroes of all of these movies. You know, I cannot tell you, I've seen this movie 3 times now. Every time that I see it, I notice something else. There's a level of craftsmanship that is just through the roof on these movies. And I really can't even begin to understand how not only they've achieved the specificity of the look of the characters, but the sequences in this movie, like Elsa confronting the sea, the raging sea. It's just such a breathtaking piece of animation that I think audiences are going to want to come back to years from now, because it'll still hold up.
I was doing some research about you because I was like, let me get to know more Josh. I want to know more about him. And I saw that you like Aladdin, that Aladdin was one of your favorite movies growing up.
Love.
So was mine. And I was like, you don't even know how obsessed I am. I came to the junket dressed up as Aladdin to interview. Like, I'll show you photos after his interview. I really love it, and I saw that you saw the genie and that you were like, Mom, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I love that story because it's amazing, you know what I mean? And I feel like Olaf is like the genie of this movie because he makes things funnier. You know, like if the scene is a little tough, yeah, he comes in and like, you know, puts that touch into it, you know what I mean?
Comic relief has such a storied tradition in Disney animated films, and you know, whether it's Thumper in Bambi or Jiminy Cricket in Pinocchio or Robin Williams as the genie in Aladdin, those characters, they balance the lessons that are sometimes difficult.
Quick question, is the whole putting us in mortal danger gonna be a regular thing?
Make sure to get your tickets now. Go see Frozen 2 out in theaters November 22nd.